to a bar. Many years down the line, better rules introduce Xi Jinping. In short, the Jinping that make the whole country sing. Now ticket prices rising, while the masses there falling. Free housing and road nets working. Now the airport up, start moving. They say MMC holding the keys to front loading. The Jinping Belarus airport. About 1.3 billion for this massive construction. The Jinping Belarus airport. Your Wesley people sell land, but no cash in their hand. Jinping Belarus airport. Before the project is complete, so many would have gone to sleep. Jinping Belarus airport. Jinping Belarus. Jinping Belarus. Jinping Belarus airport. We building Jinping Belarus. Jinping Belarus. Jinping Belarus airport. Give me the thing. Fire. Bambali Bambalea. Their brother Belarus was determined to give us a new airport. Others tried before him, but their efforts came up short. Comrade Jinping Belarus love to dance. The Bella and Jinping. He live in large like a king. White people they're quiet. While Belarus dancing, his supporters chanting. We cross the bridge, the man singing, but in silence the people suffering. They say MMC holding the keys to front loading. Jinping Belarus airport. Why some friends in the airport, others chanting Zot. Jinping Belarus airport. West the neck about to back hand, and we want time with money bad. Jinping Belarus airport. Up the moon, what's why, yeah? Some don't know what to say. Jinping Belarus airport. Jinping Belarus. Jinping Belarus. Jinping Belarus airport. We build it, Jinping Belarus. Jinping Belarus. Jinping Belarus airport. Give me the thing. Fire. Bambali Bambalea. Many times I've heard promises of that airport. Some days, mama guy. No one goes in Thomas's. What shock when equipment arrived. Better searching for reasons to create a battle. But we telling them this season, no one stopping I and I. Instead of 2 for 2, let we all join in. Our CPI working.
Dominica's International Creole Cultural Magazine presents Creole Heartbeat Hour on QFM, the big station, this and every Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Interviews, music, fun, and excitement. An informative and educational hour. An upfront and personal look at the lives of artists, musicians, entertainers, cultural professionals, and the movers and shakers in the cultural industry. A front row seat into the Creole cultural traditional and contemporary spinal cord, a microscopic Creole cultural analysis, highlighting achievements and triumphs, realizing dreams and goals, and showcasing the journey to excellence. Delving beneath the surface of Creole cultural history, a report on the character of the Creole culture. Dominica's International Creole Cultural Magazine presents Creole Heartbeat Hour on Q95, the big station, this and every Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Be sure to tune in.
Yes, that. Lakay malad. Prince Wadix. Prince Wadix. Prince Wadix. Prince Wadix. Papou a wete ba moun ple la yo manj a kite la pi. Apousiye sa yo ka fe kon yo a pa mi nou jodi. La te mouve vale pie non nou ka konsipe moun epi. Pour nous connaître, pour nous fait pour nous tout ça bénéfice. For only wonders you done for us all, spreading the culture all over the world. For only good thing that you done for God, that's what it is.
Pleasant morning, Dominica. Good morning, Eastern Caribbean. Welcome to another Creole Heartbeat edition with the kind compliments of DJ Cell. We want to thank the QFM family for allowing us to be here again, dissecting, going through the cracks and crevices of our Creole culture, and bringing you an educational hour on Creole Heartbeat. And nous voulons dire spécial bonjour pour tout le monde, à tout le Dominique aux Antilles. Maman radio, maman me la pli, mais ça c'est bon pour ces gens qui a planté, mais ça bon pour ces gens là parce que nous pas trouver au pile la pluie pour décembre. Normalement, nous avons la pluie à décembre. Mais janvier, la pluie, messieurs, mesdames. So, nous avons remercié Dieu pour un petit peu la pluie. C'est mon à la campagne, au Jaconette. Ça, c'est un bon bité pour vous. Et normalement, nous sommes pour faire ça tout bité à nous. This morning, we have a very distinct privilege and pleasure to have a special guest with us this morning, a Caleb student I've admired from my secondary school days, and it really gives me pleasure to really have a few words with him. I remember going to the St. Mary's Academy and actually going to the Arak House of Culture and begging a pass just to see this particular Calypsonian. Good morning, the Liberator. Good morning to you. Welcome to the studios of the big station QFM. Ça va fait frère?
Good morning, Walix. Moi bien, man. La vie, c'est très bon.
Happy New Year to you, my brother, and I hope that the best of luck for you tomorrow.
Yes, I would like to say thank you very much for wishing me the best of luck. I always do my best. I want to also say good day to everyone. It's indeed a pleasure to be here with you, my fans, my family, the other one who sustained me over the years. Thank you.
So you're originally from Castle Bruce?
Yes, I am from Castle Bruce originally.
Yes, and you came to the scene in 1975. Youth man then from Castle Bruce coming to the city to take part in the big league. Tell us about from 1975. How was it for you?
Wow, it's a long road.
I know.
As far as I can recollect, in 1975, I was not even heard, 1976, I remember Solo came up with Licks for 76. Mm-hmm. And a man like Zay was around with Donkey Thing, with Naked Fit backing up.
Naked Fit was the band backing up there.
Backing up the Calypsonian. The musician, Imagine, was on bass, and Kelly Grano, the Ghost, was on guitar.
Yes.
And I still wasn't able to penetrate. I was not convincing enough for them. Mm-hmm. And I went back dejected, but I knew I had something to offer.
Yes.
So I returned in 1977 with a calypso called Blindy Pressure. And that calypso to me, it was a special calypso. It created a new atmosphere in the arena. It brought about social commentary, which I think started an upheaval that even the government wanted to censor the calypsos, including a song from Hixie and one from Spider. But we was relentless. We decided we're not going to give up. And at that time, the calypso were being controlled by the COC. So we met at the Arawak House of Culture, and we decided we're going to form our own organization. And thus, it was the birth of the Dominica Calypso
Calypso
Association.
And we're talking about 1977.
Yeah, that was 1977.
So the name of the song, what was the name of the song in 1977?
The name of the song I sang was Blindy Pressure. Imagine.
Is it my song? It was prohibited.
Yes, it
Man,
was.
I tell you, I must
Yeah.
confess, right?
Yeah.
I was at the St. Mary's Academy then, and I was a lover of calypso, I must say. And all I can remember in that particular song was it was prohibited.
It was prohibited.
That particular song got me to go to the Ararak House of Culture. Well, it was then the Ararak Cinema. It was then the Ararak Cinema, and beg the pass to see you perform that particular song. And we're talking about 1977.
Many years ago.
Man, I tell you,
years ago.
I mean, do me a favor. It would be my pleasure for me to at least hear the first verse and chorus of the song. Because this song particular, I mean, it was those days, 595, you listen to radio, DBS then, at the time, and then you would hear the song, but then this particular song resonated with me in 1977 and caused me to go and beg a pass to see you perform that particular song at the Ararak Cinema then. If just give me the opportunity to just see a reverse, because I haven't heard the song since 1977. I've never heard the song. Since 1977, I've never heard this particular song ever.
Yeah.
I only remember the first line, it was prohibited, whatever.
But Wadix, that was the song that sparked the revolution for the fall of Patrick John.
You serious?
Yeah, that was the song because people started to protest. It was a social commentary that struck a note with the people. And it was so amazing to see how people reacted to that song. Imagine we was not yet an independent nation.
I know.
And I had to tackle the Prime Minister because I find, well, I have a voice too, and what that was happening at the time was not satisfactory. And I started, it was prohibited by the Premier that man should not lose their hair. Created police brutality, but can violence improve this country? Presently we catching hells. Blindy say he's shaking hell. In Venezuela, France, Germany, and Guyana. Was it at all? I am not sure, but I can't sing about his failure. In vain he seek to release pressure. He really blind to see for prosperity. Exploitation must cease to be. To better we country stop this cruelty. That's what breeds poverty. Unless we are free, we just can't rejoice fruitfully.
That was I mean, this song, but I can recall this song was, played over and over on the radio station at that particular time. That's why I actually fell in love with it. And this one continues to resonate. I want to actually pay for a remix of this one, because this one, my brother, this one was really, to me, what really got me to fall in love with you and your particular style. And this one, you took it from eliminations to the finals.
To the finals,
wow.
Yes,
elimination to the finals, and you recall who won in 77? It was Solo, Licks
in 77.
In 77, sorry, 77.
Yeah, it was Solo again.
Solo again won.
Mass in the Cemetery.
Oh my God.
Mass in
the Cemetery in 77.
And Shaky was Deba Pu Deba.
That was a year.
It was a big
Imagine Deba Pu Deba. And Mass in the Cemetery on one stage at this particular sound. You were able to play, so you...
yes, I did place.
You placed with my song.
Yes.
What is the name of that song again?
Blindy Pressure.
Blindy
I was calling
Pressure.
The Prime Minister Blindy at the time. He wasn't singing any lines.
So you were calling him that is, and Mr. The honorable late
Mask it,
Yes, yes. So you were calling him a blind person.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying what was
the
going
realities are wrong him.
Okay. But then from the Liberator, what happened to your career? You
Well,
in the same?
yes, I continued in Calypso from 1970. I moved 1977. I moved 1978 to Trinidad and Tobago.
So right after, but then you were part of the initial formation of the
Calypso Association.
What position you held then?
I was the vice president, the first vice president of the association.
Can you recall who else were part of that first executive?
I think Shaky was the president.
Shaky was the president, and you were the vice president.
Vice president, and we had people like Nooch and Lucia Blaise.
Yeah,
I can remember, those few people, and because
People like NC around at the time.
NC was not around.
Oh, he was not wrong at the time in '77.
Yeah, he came.
Was Ghost?
Oh no, Ghost came
Came in
into
after.
Calypso recently.
Okay.
You know.
But in '77, people like Robin and
Robin,
Ketara,
General Natty, Ketara, guys.
Zay, I remember Zay and Piki,
and
Hixie, and these guys.
Yes, these guys. That was, and we had a strong Calypso association, a very.
But
strong
what
organization.
actually caused you guys to decide to break away from the COC then and actually form your own organization?
Because of exploitation.
The COC was then exploiting you then?
Yes, the Calypsonians in general would perform for chicken feed. Yeah, when you finish the show, the people who actually organize the show get more pay, more everything than recognition. Calypsonian was not recognized. We brought Calypso to where it is today, you know. So I am proud of that.
So you decided to actually form the Calypso Association, and you were the first.
Yeah.
You was the vice president.
Vice president.
In '77, can you recall what was the fee, the prize, the main prize for being the monarch and even a finalist? Then can you recall how much you got for being a finalist?
I really cannot recall it clearly,
recall.
but a few $100.
A few $100, nothing to talk about. And we're talking about for the monarch.
Yeah, nothing much.
Nothing much, a couple $100.
Yeah,
and you guys felt at the time it was important that you handle your own affairs.
Yeah.
Okay, and which now we can actually see the fruits of that.
You know.
So in '78, right after you left for Trinidad.
Yeah, I moved to Trinidad.
What happened in Trinidad?
Well, when I moved to Trinidad, I mean, Trinidad is the land of Calypso.
Yeah.
And there I met some.
Even before that particular sound that I love so much, were you the writer of that particular song?
Yes.
You write all your songs?
Yes, all my songs. Because I remember at that time people said it was Afi Martin who was writing for
me. Right for your song. Yeah. Because of the language in the song.
Well, maybe they think I don't have the capacity in my vocabulary, but I know what I'm capable of.
But did he help you in any way?
No way. At that time, I didn't have any affiliation, any link with Africa.
Because even the language then in that particular song was very rich and potent in that particular song. So you then migrated to Trinidad and then you decided to continue singing then?
Then I continue to sing. Also, I am a musician. I play guitar.
Oh, yeah.
And I joined a local band.
In Trinidad?
In Trinidad, in 1978, I remember. And then I went to the studio once, Imagine Wadix, and I looking for a producer. I met a Chinese man by the name of Ellis Shaulinon. And I took up my box kit and I say, can you listen to me? I would like somebody to help me to produce a song. I sang about 10 songs for him. 8 calypsos and 1 reggae. He chose to produce the reggae. He said, that is commercial and I'm going to produce it. And it was a composition I had by the name of Run Dreadlocks Run. At that time, you know, the Dreadlocks was facing difficulties in
the Caribbean
in general, you know, move out of Babylon. And I record that song with Charlie's Roots. I don't know if
I remember Charlie's Roots.
Yeah.
They were actually producers of several records.
Great musicians.
You would have seen their label on quite a bit of records coming out from Jamaica.
Yes, Pelham Goddard. He's a great musician. And I produced that song, but that song I never really get it released.
Oh, you never released that?
I never released that song, but I had the wax of it, the promotional copy. However, in 1979, I get the opportunity to perform at the Sparrow Young Brigade.
Wow. And you're talking about the mighty Birdie Sparrow.
Birdie Sparrow, yeah.
Tell us about that experience.
I had that.
First of all, what was the Young Brigade about? Was it the Calypso tent or it was?
Yes,
like
Young Brigade was
ground?
one of the Calypso tent in Trinidad, because in Trinidad we had the Kingdom of the Wizard, led by Black Stallion, and we had the Masters Den, led by the Mighty Shadow. And we had Kitsch Calypso Review, led by Kitchina, and Sparrow led the Sparrow Young Brigade, and I had the privilege to perform there. And that was one of the most wonderful experiences of my lifetime. At that time, men like King Austin, release.
Yes, progress.
Yeah.
Today, when I look around, man, this is
and it was very
timeless classic.
Yeah, man, classic. And I had a good season there. I came back the next season, and me and Birdie had a good relationship. I was very, what would I say, elated to be backed up by Sparrow Troubadours. Because I remember I was little boy listening to Troubadours, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and here it is.
That's you getting a call there.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe Joe Biden trying to get you.
Well, wrong time.
Wrong time. Okay, we got a few messages coming. By the way, we are live on Facebook. You can go read it through, you know, DJ Shan. Be part of the experience. Be part of the experience if you feel that someone want to express themselves, because we are live on Facebook and we're also live on the QFM YouTube channel. Somebody wanted to express something. Go ahead, man. Read it. Go ahead, man, DJ Shan.
So that message is from Errol Emmanuel. Ask Liberator to sing a verse of Freedom I Love until the fall left this place on the subject.
Freedom I fall. You can remember that?
Freedom I love until the fall.
Okay, well, let's now we'll sing that.
Yeah.
We will sing that this now. We'll sing that this now when you come to that part of the history. But just remember that part, so we'll sing it when he came back. I think that you came back to Dominic and then.
Yeah, I returned then.
But then the Troubadours, I mean, what was the experience like singing alongside the Bernie, the king of Calypso, the world, the number one Calypso man in the world, and being part of his tent?
Like I say, I was elated. It was a privilege. It was a wonderful opportunity. And I take the opportunity also to listen to the other participant in the tent. We usually had something we call Picon Calypso. We just look at you and start to compose and make sure you rhyme in time and you construct. These guys are great guys, man, when it comes to that, you know. And that I learned, you know. And to me, just being part of the tent, that was my satisfaction. That's what I enjoyed. And from Sparrow Young Brigade, I joined the Kingdom of the Wizard.
Kingdom of the Wizard was by which tent? Which was the leader?
It was Black Stallion.
Oh, Black Stallion. I think Black Stallion won the
Valentino.
Oh my God, that's an all-star. You're not gonna win an all-star team there. I mean, Black Stallion, a Monarch, former Monarch, I mean 3 or 4 time Monarch. Chuck Dance. Oh, I mean, almost a record in terms of Monarchs. And then you had Valentino and man, Liberator, you going for the cracks of the Kaiso world. So you were part of that. It was the Kingdom
of the Wizard.
Kingdom of the Wizard. Tell us about that experience alongside the Chucky, Valentino.
Well, there I experienced what the love of Calypso really is. We taught to secondary schools.
Wow.
We went to the University of the West Indies.
Wow.
And at the we performed there, and then that's how I get the name Liberator. I was the goose all that time.
Oh yeah, man, the goose.
The goose from Castle Bruce.
Yes, the goose that is the name.
That's how I started.
That's the name, the goose.
Yeah,
I remember the goose. Yeah.
Yeah, and that time Steve Biko just get assassinated.
Yeah.
Mandela was still in jail because I sang a song called Liberation Struggle, and tribute to Steve Biko and the struggles in.
And you sang that at the tent?
No, I sang that at the University of the West
Indies. Wow.
Yeah, and the youths and them loved that song so much. As the goose, when I came out of stage, they flooded me backstage and they said, "No, you're not the goose."
Give us the first verse of this. Give us because what we're trying to do is to get the audience to understand your history. And then we will finally come down to you for this year. Well, you can remember verse and the chorus of this particular song, which sent
this particular song.
I mean, our Calypso singing at the University of the West.
It was like, I was wondering, what should I sing when carnival comes about? Worries and doubt keep me with a hush mouth until Grandpa helped me out. He said, don't you sing smart, forget Africa not. Where the black man life is tough, human rights are violated too much. Liberation fight should be you and I. demonstrate for rights. I'll be at your side, you know.
Yes,
Victory
yes,
song.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then that really sent the
The
students
yeah. And
of the university into a
the
frenzy.
university, yeah.
You had a tremendous response there.
Yes, tremendous. And then from then on, I kept the pseudonym Liberator. And I try to maintain constructive lyrics that a liberator would sing. Songs of liberation, songs of redemption. Well, like I told you, I'm a musician. I'm versatile. I do, beside calypso, I
You sing other genres, reggae and some other
yeah,
stuff.
That's right.
But then how long you stayed in Trinidad before you returned to Dominica?
I returned to Dominica in 1983. I stayed there 5 years. And
5 years.
And when I returned, I won the National Calypso Crown.
That
with
is
a song
the
called
Independence.
Is, yeah.
Okay, that was in 1993.
1983.
1983, sorry,
Yeah.
and that would be under the Dame Eugenia Childs
administration.
Okay, can we? And what year you sang the song the caller wanted? What was the song again? Freedom.
Freedom I Love.
Can you recall that year?
The Wicked Old Lady. I cannot remember exactly, but it was a year while the Freedom government was.
But it wasn't 83.
No, it wasn't 83.
Because during those days, we had two major calypso competitions.
Yeah.
It is important to tell our listeners about the major competitions. We had the carnival competition.
Yeah.
And then we also had an independence competition. Well, it was then it was independent competition.
Yeah, independent.
And then you actually won that independence competition.
Yeah.
But then the caller requested a particular verse and a chorus of a song, Freedom. We can give it to them. Let's give it to you. Can remember it?
Yeah, I can remember.
Of course,
I
man.
love it. Yeah,
You wrote your songs.
Yeah, man. I remember. I remember exactly the year. If it was 1986.
No, but if you can remember the verse and a chorus in it,
yeah.
Let's give our listener the privilege of hearing that, because I myself I can remember that particular.
You can remember that.
I'm not sure if I hear the melody, I might remember.
My fans and them love my teachings. They said that I sound convincing. I must involve in politics. I've got to be scientific. Yes. Labour Party within the fighting for leadership. To jump onto such a bandwagon, I would rather quit. Alliance retreat because of Grenada invention. To adjust my direction, I must make a decision. Freedom I love until they fall down like the walls of the stadium. I will bear my cross no matter how long. Freedom I love until they fall.
Special request. But that's what I love about Kaiso. The songs you have sang before Liberator, you wrote all your songs.
I wrote them all. Yeah,
you wrote all your songs.
All my songs, and I keep writing all my songs because, like when I moved to Trinidad, I found a publisher by the name of Ben Romani, and I registered my work with the Performing Rights Society of London. So I become a provisional member of the Performing Rights Society of London, PRS, at a very early stage. And when I received my first royalties check of £100, that was the best time of my life. That was the best time of my life, you know?
Because one of the lessons I would imagine learned from Trinidad is to get your stuff registered.
Yeah.
And thus the dividends of at least getting your first check.
Yeah.
So at least you had, as a musician, as a singer, as an artist, you had your work published and
in a professional
way.
Yeah.
So that was at least one of the advantages.
Again, out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Positive. So you came down in 83, you won the national competition. And what happened after that?
I continue to perform, but then I migrated.
Again?
Yeah, I migrated to North America.
North America.
Canada. Yeah.
And from then, what happened to your Kaiso life after you migrated to Canada this time?
I didn't stay long in Canada. I only stayed there 2 years. I returned back and continued competing here in Dominica. Like in 1985, I sang like from slave ship to championship. And
slave ship to championship. What was that about?
Some will think I'm dreaming when they hear me talking about one flag for the Caribbean. You know, always try to sing constructive lyric, you know?
What motivates you? I mean, do you read a lot? Are you a history
Oh
student?
yes, oh yeah. I'm a Pan-Africanist.
Pan Africanist.
Yeah, I am very concerned about the progress and development of the Africans in the diaspora and in Africa itself. And I would advocate for African unity, for progress, for the African people. I'm very concerned about that because we are into neo-colonialism now. And Africa is the richest place on earth, and the people still lack a lot because of exploitation, subjugation. So I'm a Pan-Africanist, and I advocate on behalf of all freedom fighters all around the world, and that's why I'm proud to be liberator.
That's right. So you actually in the mood to continue liberating Black people globally.
Globally. Yeah.
Do you find? I mean, in Dominica, we act or we operate like we are truly liberated?
No, we are plagued here with neo-colonialism. You know, we are independent nation 45 years. Yeah, I gave Dominica an independent baby. That's the age of my son. Yeah, and after independence, you will realize we have had a few leaders, and to me, that we have not achieved our goals and our objective as an independent nation. Most of all, mentally, you know, having infrastructure like an international airport, which we all crave, is not the most important thing. The most important thing is the development of a people. And that is what I really would like to focus on. And that is what I think that is our setback. We need a mind change. We need to revolutionize, so to speak. You know, so
like a mental revolution.
That's right. And I have confidence that the future generation will see things in a different light.
Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to make it interactive. Yeah. Because I have several, man, I could speak to you for the whole day because you're so deep. But we also want to invite our callers. You can call us Digishan. You can give the listeners the numbers that they can reach the Liberator. Calypso, we have a caller? Calypso, okay, let's take the call. If we have a call, let's take the call. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat for Liberator. Okay, that caller, you could call us back. Pani problem. When you okay, we have the caller now. Let's go again. Caller Liberator. Good morning for you, Creole Heartbeat.
Hey, how are you, Liberator?
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
You catch the voice? I fine on you.
Okay.
Can I pick up the voice yet?
Not yet.
That's the creature from the Lagoon Spirit.
Lagoon Spirit, yeah.
So how you keeping otherwise?
Oh, I am doing fine, keeping fine. Thank God for life. Every day we live one day at a time, and I am thankful that I'm here. Yeah. In 2024, Liberator for 2024. Let's build the world.
Oh, yes, my brother. So tell me, you will be singing in the competition?
Oh yes. Oh, you're not on. I'm in the semifinals. That's going to be one of the greatest semifinals. Come on down, everybody, Dominicans. I'm encouraging you. The people we perform for. We do the show for the people, and I'm inviting everyone to participate. Come down.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
Well, the last time I passed there, it was 91. Never passed.
Lagoon Spirit joke you make it, man. I forgive him. I forgive him. He changed his life. You changed your life after that.
No. My life still remains the same.
Okay. Lagoon, when you making a comeback so we can get some of the vibes again, man.
Well, my brother from another mother, I don't know if I will.
The people need to get some of that back and hold my thing and do something.
Yeah, man.
Look, this shivering.
That's my boy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for calling Lagoon Spirit.
You know, I came back after that Lagoon and I sang Liberator, too much favor. Sometimes they just rob you for sure. Wicked judges, mandate bias. They want to bring you to last class. Lagoon Spirit had no lyrics. Hexie and Hurricane was weak. Ethan C sing Sally go round the moon. For him in finals, they will find room.
Tell them, Mommy. That song is my brother. Yeah, what I call it? You see, this song was
Tell them
I was
for
watching.
me.
Tell them for me was
I can't
watching.
remember exactly the year.
Give us the verse of that song, man, because give us the same verse as a matter of fact, because I remember this song was a masterpiece.
Yeah,
Tell
man.
them
This
for
one,
me.
this one, I moved them. Yeah.
Yes, that sing another verse for us, man. Tell them for me. You can remember the other verse?
Yeah.
If you can't remember the other verse, give us the same verse again, man. Because that was
Liberator, too much favor. Sometimes they does rob you for sure. Wicked judges, man, they bias. They want to bring you to last class. Lagum Spirit had no lyrics. Hexy and Hurricane was weak. Even see Sing Sally go round the moon. For him in finals, they will find room. Go tell them for me. I am fighting for presidency. Go tell them for me. Find out who is stealing with money. Lord!
what's who's stealing? Who's stealing the money? Another call of a liberator. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat.
Yes, Wadi.
Yes, man.
Good morning to you on the Liberator.
Good morning,
I
sir.
couldn't pass on that one.
Yes,
I
man.
must give credit to you and the Liberator. The Liberator has been one of the best
Yes.
interview Wadix you have had here with the musicians.
Thanks a lot, man.
Because the Liberator is free and liberated like the children gave him that sobriquet. My brother, you have maintained your stance from whence you came, because even to this moment, when Wadis asks you if you think we are liberated, and your answer is really, really on point. Now, let me say this, Wadis.
Yeah, man.
Listening to my brother in there,
Yeah.
his progression to head to Trinidad, he ended up in Calypso royalty, my brother. You understand what I'm saying?
Sparrow
This man was in Trinidad at the top of the Calypso thing at its peak, at its best. The 70s and the 80s, when some of the best music was in Calypso. And
music,
anybody who know music, follow it over the years, will understand it, because he mentioned Charlie Root.
Yes.
Then time you had Atlee Cole, so you had Edwardson Brass, you had all kind of man like them, kind of man. Bad arrangement,
Leston Paul and Frankie McIntosh and
to you, my brother, what I want to say to him, listening as a Dominican to hear where this man already reached in Calypso, I often think that in our style of Calypsos and where we at in our composition, because you made a statement to him about his content. And this is where you caught hell a few months back when you made a statement about content in Bouillon.
Yeah.
This man is not still standing there doing Calypso and writing that kind of song because he did what we were talking about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
What he has done has been consistent, and it's about liberation, it's about uplifting and building people, mind, body, and soul. And this is why he's still there. So, Liberator, big up to you, my brother. You're on the right track.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Life.
Really appreciate it.
Respect. DJ Shan, I want you to play this year's song. As a matter of fact, we will take our callers. I must confess, I've listened to all the songs. I have a bias towards you since 1977. And that bias continues because it is my favorite calypso for the last so many years. Something about you,
I don't think that's biasness, you know.
Well, I have that bias. I had that bias because you caused me to almost stow away to see you in 1977.
But what if you know, a friend of mine from Castle told me he stole somebody money and he ended up in jail just to come to see me?
Well, I can understand because I mean I was let's say second or third form or something like that in 77. And I found myself outside the Iraq, but it was cinema then. Trying to get a pass or to stow away or to see if a friend could bring me in.
That's why I'm happy to
just
be here with
to
you.
See you. Let us take this your song and then we'll get back to the callers.
Let's build the world.
Let's build the world.
I have a love for humanity. And I'm sure that you will agree. We can make this world a better place to be. Mother Nature full of plenty to make us all happy. Equally to share and live peacefully. Let's build the world for the next generation. Let's build the world on a solid foundation. Let's build the world. Make your contribution. Let's build the world. It is the grand achievement of man. We want to know our nuclear bombs will be gone forever. We want to know there will never be a next Hiroshima. We want to know that the little children no longer suffer. We want to know tomorrow will be safer. Stop the war. Seek out the Creator. Stop the war. What are you fighting for? Stop the war. Only love will conquer. Stop the war. Diplomacy can work for sure.
I want you to sing a cappella the second and the third verse. As a matter of fact, I actually wasn't ready over the weekend, and I actually told my audience I could not believe the position you placed, and I really feel that, and we can get to that possibly a little later. How you feel about the position that you placed? Because I was hurt that a song so deep, so relevant could have placed, so low. And I like songs that can be played at any time,
Anywhere,
and it can be relevant that someone in China, in Japan, in Africa, in North and or South or Central, Latin America, anywhere, Australia can understand. I'm going to give an opportunity to sing the second and third verse a cappella so that our listeners can hear the lyrics clearly in what I really meant by when I said I felt that injustice was done to you to be placed at number 17.
17, yeah.
Let's go with the second and third verse.
Yeah. Immiseration we can't ignore. Change the economic structure. Help the weak and poor as we endeavor. Planet Earth is home to secure. Learn to change our behavior. Create a bright future. Stop fighting war. Let's build the world. Reform the United Nations. Let's build the world. Equal rights and justice must stand. Let's build the world. Together we must plan. Let's build the world. It is the grand achievement of man. We want to know when all sanctions will be lifted on Cuba. We want to know that Palestinians are treated much better. We want to know that neo-colonialism is over. We want to know there is progress in Africa. So stop the war. Seek out the Creator. Stop the war. What are you fighting for? Stop the war. Only love will conquer. Stop the war. Diplomacy can work for sure.
Third verse, my brother. Third verse. Third verse.
Yeah. A multipolar system is here. Anxiety is everywhere. Never give up hope. Do not despair. In spite of all the sufferings we bear, through our trials we persevere. To make the way clear, we bound to prepare. Let's build the world in a new direction. Let's build the world with positive inventions. Let's build the world. Increase food production. Let's build the world. It is the grand achievement of man. We want to know that a new world order will make us prosper. We want to know that we aspire, we become stronger. We want to know that leaders will stop abusing their power. We want to know later will be greater.
Let's take a caller, man. Let's take a caller, DJ Shad. Let's take a caller. Let's take a caller. Good morning to you for Liberator on the big station, Creole Heartbeat. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, that person is not quite ready for us. Let's take another caller. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat.
Leroy, what it goes, is stuck in the town.
My friend from South Florida, we have Liberator in the building. I teased this brother this morning and told him, I am sure you don't know nothing about Liberator. What do you know about Liberator?
What I do know about Liberator is that he's one of the caliber students that had the. By the way, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. It's nice having you.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, man. What I do know about him is he's one of the caliber students that the opportunity to really sing in both worlds, in the sense that he was there in a long time ago, and right now, as Calypso have evolved and everything, and he's there right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one of the Calypso that have put him to that, and that's the question I want to ask him today.
Mm-hmm.
How does it compare and contrast? What's the difference between singing before, against people like Hurricane and
Lago Spirit,
type of Calypso, than singing right now? What is the
Robin
difference between
and Solo. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Solo and these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And another question I want to ask him: everybody have their target, in the sense that when you're competing, there's one man that you look out for, and you want to beat that man. In your days, in the olden days, which one of the guys that really, cause you to tighten up your socks, bring up your socks, and really target to beat that guy? And if you beat that guy, well, you're home free. I'm listening. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you very much, caller.
Okay.
Yes,
thank you
Liberator.
very much. I'll answer your first question.
Yeah.
The stage it is in Calypso now and how it used to be. That I think that is the question you asked me.
That's the first question.
Yeah, I think it in the earliest, like in the 1985 and up, we had a very strong competition where Calypso was at its highest heights with men like Hurricane and NC, and they are all kings,
Patron himself was singing.
Musician,
Musician.
Super L, yeah. I remember bringing Super L on stage with me, once. He was a great performer. He is still a great performer. And I think in 1985, around this time, I enjoy Calypso more. The competition was much tighter, Although today I sang that song in elimination against 40 competitors, and I was placed number 1, and in the quarterfinals, I was placed 17th. To me, that is a foregone conclusion, so I don't worry about the outcome. The judge's decision is final. What I am interested in is bringing the message across to the people, and if you observe, I'm consistent. I continue to stay on point. I want to liberate the world. We need a new world order so that everybody can live a better and happy life, And the way it is heading, it looks like we're heading to World War III. This we don't want. So I have to let the people know that we have to work together to let our leaders know we should stop the war.
A few more callers for Liberator. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Liberator, good morning to you.
Good morning, my brethren. Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the FBI.
Yeah, what's up, my brother?
Okay. That's you.
I just want to congratulate the Liberator for his good song. That is a very song. It's have a message, and well written by the Liberator himself.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah, man.
And God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend.
Okay.
All right, another caller for Liberator. Good morning to you. Liberator is in the building. The big station, Creole Heartbeat.
Hey, good day. What is going on?
I cook and curry under the weather.
Well, boy, you know what happened?
Tell us.
I say, you didn't want to hear my voice this morning?
Of course, I want to hear your voice, man.
All right. Liberator, what going on?
Respect to you. Good hearing your voice. Thanks for calling.
Yes, man. That is surprise, you know that.
Yeah, the surprise. Okay. Yeah.
What going on, my boy?
Cool, man. Yeah.
Well, I go tell you something.
Tell me.
You have one job to do for me tomorrow night. I'll be in the park for 2 people, and I expect to know that you're giving me my top 9.
Yeah, man, I'm going to do my best.
And I go tell you something. No matter what part of the 9 you come out, you go lose me, my brother.
Yes, man.
Thanks very much.
Because you lead me.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We eat, we drink, we sleep together. So therefore, we're good to go.
We're good, yeah. Friends for life.
I'm hoping that all I want tomorrow night, top 9.
Yes, my brother. I'll be doing my best. It is going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show. Believe me.
All right. Surprise, God bless you and take care. Have a good weekend. See you tomorrow night.
All right, brother.
Yes. How are our preparations for the big show tomorrow night? I mean, we know it's the semifinals,
Yes.
and your aim and aspiration is to get into the top 9. How have you been preparing?
Well, to be honest, I just come in and do my thing as usual, you know. If you observe that the elimination and the quarterfinals, I came out with trippy suit. But this time I coming out like an African man.
Yes.
Yeah. With
So you actually telling you
drip.
And even asking your fans to come out.
Yeah, I'll be draped in liberation colors, man. Come on down.
Yes.
I'll be shining.
There are two particular parts of your sound which kind of resonated with me. Is the part of the Cuban in the Cuban Revolution and the embargo that's still in Cuba.
It's 60
and even towards the last part of your third verse. Let's deal with the first part of the Cuba embargo, the embargo that's on Cuba now for
60
years,
plus
60 plus years.
Yeah.
We have heard several prime ministers from the region, including ours, asking for that embargo to be lifted. But you truly believe in song, you can assist in allowing the world to really understand how important it is, so that Cuba embargo could be lifted.
To me, honestly, I believe that the Cuban Revolution it inspired a lot of oppressed people around the world, and for a country to be under embargo for such a long period of time and the people surviving, having one of the best healthcare in the world, I know if the embargo is lifted, they can do much better. And in my opinion, there's something I want to say. It takes a spark to get a fire going, and I believe one voice in the wilderness, it can be heard. Where in the darkness, you light a candle, it can be seen from a far distance. And that is why I choose to plead on behalf of the people of Cuba, because it is not an easy road for the Cuban people. And even the Palestinians right now that are being bombarded, I think over 20,000 is dead, and some people don't even pay no mind to it. People who not aware or listen to the day-to-day happening. But I'm aware of everything that is going on in the world, and I believe that the embargo should be lifted, and I call in for a ceasefire in Gaza. And I believe as a deliberator, I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, we have another caller because I want to ask you about your third verse. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat.
Hello, good morning, Wadik.
Good morning to you, my dear.
Good morning, Liberator.
Good morning, dear.
Wadik, I do not know him, but I listen to his tune.
Yes.
He has nice melody. I like the lyrics. I just like the tune. And I'm just wishing him good luck. And I have him among the 9. I made my little list already.
Thank you.
The 9.
Well, we have to also always remember that it's on the night.
Yes.
I know. Well, I'm just saying in case he doesn't make any mistake I put in that on it, right?
Okay, my dear.
It's how you perform. So if he performs well as he's singing there, I have him in my number 9.
Thank you, dear.
Anything can happen. Good luck.
Thank you very much, my dear. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. In your third verse, Liberator, you sort of call for a leadership change globally. You can even give it to us for a final time, in a cappella, so we can actually absorb that first verse. I think it's a very powerful verse as you conclude that sound. Some of the songs, what I like about that particular sound, it gives a nice conclusion. Yeah. And it also is a song that you can add, the issues come up.
I have an additional verse I'm going to give them.
Exactly.
Yes.
You have an additional verse you're going to give?
I'm going to give them on the show. So tomorrow, they got to be there, yeah.
We will not hear it today.
I can give it too.
Let's go with it,
man. Yeah, man. For sure.
The last verse, let's go with it. But before you go with the last verse, just give us the third verse again, because I think it has a very strong punctuation, it's a strong climax.
A multipolar system is here. A multipolar system is here.
A multipolar
System.
is here.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't get stronger than that.
Anxiety is everywhere. Never give up hope. Do not despair. In spite of all the sufferings we bear, through our trials we persevere. To make the way clear, we bound to prepare. Let's build the world in a new direction. Let's build the world with positive inventions. Let's build the world. United we must plan. Let's build the world. It is the grand achievement of man. We want to know that a new world order will make us prosper. We want to know that as we aspire, we become stronger. We want to know that leaders will stop abusing their power. We want to know tomorrow will be safer.
give us the new verse, man. Give us the new. We have privilege, Shan. I don't think we have some effects here because we're going to hear this verse for the first time.
Numerous challenges that we face, with opportunities to embrace. Reduce pollution, save the human race. Avoid abusing chemicals, keep the environment natural. Understand the struggle for survival. Let's build the world, create a revolution. Let's build the world free from exploitation. Let's build the world with love and compassion. Let's build the world free from subjugation. We want to know that all religion worship without question. We want to know that they all function without persecution. We want to know that there is no population reduction. We want to know there is no false vaccination. So stop the war. Seek out the Creator. Stop the war.
I give you a little from. No. We have a challenge, Liberator, to, as a matter of fact, we heard from the Chief Cultural Officer, that's Mr. Elson, Acting Chief Cultural Officer, that we have to be able to include the youth into the Kaiso art form for the longevity, the durability of that form.
Sure.
I'm going to give an opportunity to DJ Shan, who is a young DJ, one of the most versatile young DJs. And he preferred the up tempo, and it's no surprise. He preferred the bacchanal type of Kaiso. Yeah. But Shan, I want to get your views. I want to include you today because I want to get a younger perspective. When you hear a song like this, give us your impressions of, when you hear something like this or his song you have been listening for a while. Give us your own impressions.
Well, I mean, Let's Build a World. It's a great song, especially in times like this, because I mean, right now we see what's happening in not Russia, but in
Ukraine,
the war in Ukraine,
in Palestine,
Gaza, and whatever and stuff like that.
In Ethiopia, there's a civil war there.
Civil war in Ethiopia.
Yeah. So I mean, a time like now is a good song, to bring everybody together.
Can you as a youth relate to the lyrics of the song? When you hear it, can you really feel a consciousness about it?
Well, of course, I can talk for myself, but I don't know for the other young people, because you have to have that different enlightenment in order to really pick it up and to know whatever he's saying. I can't talk for the rest of it.
No, but as a DJ, you're a DJ also, because DJs have that knack for actually feeling songs that can cross over. You listen to the melody, it's something that resonates. If you listen to the lyrics, that is something they feel that.
Yeah. I think it's powerful lyrics for us to basically reflect on, especially in a time of now. Yeah.
Okay, Liberator, you as an administrator, you're the first vice president of the association. You are now seeing quite a bit of youth in the art form presently. We now have, as a matter of fact, a very young king who's actually also versed in bouillon music. You have also seen the transition from your style of Kaiso to a lot of even the Kaiso where a lot of bouillon is now incorporated into it. How you feel as someone who has been in the art form for 48 years now? How can we continue the art form which is now challenged? We have been seeing a reduced numbers at the gate. How can we reach the young people? How can we go to the schools? How can we get the at least even be part of the junior monarch and nurture and be like a mentor for young people to continue to teach them? You have any thoughts on that?
Well, over the years, during my calypso career, at one time in Castle Bruce, I used to write calypso for the school children. Maybe 5 of them would come, and I would write 5 calypso. And there was a school teacher by the name of Valentine Baptist. We would spend time and learn a skit for every calypso, sometimes on that jog light because we didn't have electricity at that time. And they would have a calypso competition at the school. So there, I always interested in the youths being part of the development of calypso. And you will also realize it's not only calypso that have declined. Culture in a whole have declined in the country. And the bouyon music, it need an extra effort to develop it and to infuse it into calypso. I think it's a very good venture. And I think that will help the Creole Heartbeat in general, and that will help the youths develop a love for the art form. I suggest that if we take it to the schools, like I told you when I was in Trinidad, our tent would taught to the high school, the university.
So you think possibly the tents, both Stardom and Mascam, could make visits?
Yeah, because sorry
visits.
to keep you. The way it is, I observed that calypso is not being brought to the country, on the country in general. When I say the country, the villages. Like I'm sure the Castle Bruce people, the Marigot people, the Portsmouth people would like to have a tent performing, and that could encourage more people to get involved. Even if you have the culture in Roseau and you stay here, perform, compete, and you cannot reach the wider audience. In the future, it will have its repercussions.
As a writer, as a complete calypsonian, let's say one would say, one who writes or arranges, you're a musician also. It's how do you see the calypso art form itself surviving, within that condensed competition from the other Caribbean genres, the other international genres? How do you see calypso surviving, especially in today's Dominica?
Well, Wadix, calypso come a long way.
Yeah,
calypso started from the plantation, and it continued to this day. So I believe that the culture will remain because it's an expression, but to improve it and to sustain it, we must have the youths involved because they are the future of the nation, of the culture. And to get them involved is to directly have them participating in the competition. Maybe we could have workshops. The Calypso Association could create something attractive so that the youths would be interested to be involved. And we need more writers. Because if you observe that we don't have enough writers, Pat Aaron been working like a horse over the years, putting calypsos together. So if we have people who are prominent writers, and they have contemporary lyrics, I believe calypso here to stay.
Time has quickly come and gone because we have to get set for the news major. I want to wish you all the best of luck for tomorrow.
Wow, time comes so quick.
Yes, because we have a special major stop.
Alex. Thank you.
But I really want to thank you. It has been long in coming. I want to also thank Dr. Damian Dubs, Dr. Dublin. Yes. So actually, gave me a connections because I really wanted to do this interview for a very long time. And one I will never forget, and I will always say, the one who got me to almost tow away to come and see him in 1977.
Well, what
I am
want
happy
to
you're
say,
back.
I want to say that I am proud to be part of your history in broadcasting.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
I wish you all the best also, and thank you
Yes.
for giving me the opportunity to have that interview with you.
Okay. You want to say something, DJ
Yeah,
Shan?
and Onyx, to strengthen my point on the youth, I think because from time is oppression, everybody fighting oppression. So I think it's a great song in like for the youths to really reflect on, to try liberating themselves.
What can we do as people that love calypso to get the youth more involved as a young person? What you feel that would resonate with you apart from smart lyrics or bacchanal? How you think what can be done to get the youths more involved? You prefer the bacchanal alone than alone? Roman party alone? Bouillon inside the thing, no serious consciousness. And the youth not interested in finding out about their history in terms of, how they can elevate themselves.
And I think,
Well, let me tell you something. Just before we end, we have to go. Kimberly, we're coming in a while across to you. Well, we used to read so much before that internet world. We would get the grandma from Cuba. We would hear books from Hardy Boys. We used to virtually read. We had reading clubs,
We don't have a library anymore.
Read.
We
hardly have a library.
Yeah,
but we'll
I
get to that. I want to interview you one of those days as a young person that rich people with music. But we must make a stop here because the news major comes up. Liberator, I want to wish you all the best for tomorrow.
Thank you,
I'll be there
Alex.
routine.
Thank you.
My
Thank
African
you.
colors.
Yes, man.
Maximum respect to you.
Yeah.
The news major comes up next. Another Creole Heartbeat edition. Next week, we'll be dealing with the Bouillon experts as we commemorate another Bouillon Day coming up very soon. Prince Wadix, may God bless you. May God bless Dominica.
I have a love for humanity, and I'm sure that you will agree. We can make this world a better